Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
We are learning Mishna Gittin, Parak Aleph, Chapter 1, Mishnah Beis, Mishnah 2. Now we're continuing with the boundaries of Eretz Yisrael, or the borders of Eretz Yisrael, regarding the halacha that we had in the first Mishnah, that a shliach, an agent who brings a get for a man to deliver it to his wife, from outside of Eretz Yisrael to in Eretz Yisrael, has to say, b'fanei nachtam, he has to say, in front of me it was written and signed, so he can, by doing that, he authenticates the get, the bill of divorce, so that if the husband shows up later to complain, or to claim that it's a forgery, which would obligate the woman to have to authenticate it with witnesses that can authenticate the signatures of the witnesses on it, and that may be difficult to do because it's coming from to find people from outside of Eretz Yisrael where the get was written inside of Eretz Yisrael. Therefore, the Chachamim said the shliach will authenticate it by saying b'fanei nachtam. So now the Mishnah continues with the borders of Eretz Yisrael regarding this law. Rabbi Yehuda says, "May Rechem leMizrach, from a city called Rechem to the east, that's called Chutz La'aretz. That's called outside of Eretz Yisrael. The Rechem kemizrach, and Rechem itself is considered like the east, meaning Rechem itself is considered outside of Eretz Yisrael, and therefore the get that comes from there, the shliach has to declare that he saw it. Now, as they bring down here, which is something we had yesterday, that we say that even though Rechem itself, Rechem itself Rechem itself is considered considered outside of Eretz Yisrael, and this was the opinion that we had of Rabbi Gamliel in the previous Mishnah. So that's to the east. May Ashkelon the Darim, from the city of Ashkelon to the south, is considered outside of Eretz Yisrael, Ashkelon Kedarim. And Ashkelon itself is like the area to the south. It's considered outside of Eretz Yisrael, regarding this halacha of the shliach having to say b'fanei nachtam. You already had these places, there wasn't so many people going back and forth. You didn't have people from there going to, the Eretz Yisrael proper, and therefore you didn't have the people to authenticate the get, and therefore the shliach would have to do it. And then that's to the south. Me Akai letzafain va'akai ketzafain, from the city of Akka to the north, and Akka is considered like the north. Now, they bring down here in the notes, although Ashkelon and Akka are actually in Eretz Yisrael, meaning Rechem was not in Eretz Yisrael. Ashkelon and Akka were in Eretz Yisrael. However, they are far from the main settlement of Eretz Yisrael. Therefore, people from these towns were not able to authenticate a get that was brought to the main settlement of Eretz Yisrael. Accordingly, the agent therefore has to go ahead and authenticate by making declaration of it was written in front of me and signed in front of me. So that's the point of these two cities. They are in Eretz Yisrael. However, they are not near the main settlement of Eretz Yisrael. Therefore, you don't have that many people going from there to the main settlement, and therefore it's the shliach who has to declare that the get is authentic. Now, so we have east, south, and north. What happened to the west?
My question.
That's the drink.
You're in the water.
The answer is in the west, you're in the water. On the west, Eretz Yisrael is bordered by the Mediterranean Sea, so there is no need for the Mishnah to find that border. Okay? So that's why no mention of the west. Rabbi Meir says, Akai Eretz Yisrael Gittin. Akai is like Eretz Yisrael regarding Gittin, meaning regarding the agent bringing the bill of divorce from Akai, he would not have to say b'fanei nachtam according to Rabbi Meir. And that is because Rabbi Meir maintains that people from Akai would be available in Eretz Yisrael to authenticate a get if necessary. Therefore, an agent who brings the get from Akai does not have to authenticate it. So although, he doesn't argue about Ashkelon, right? Ashkelon does not argue about, which means people from Ashkelon are not going to be available in what we'll refer to as the main settlement of Eretz Yisrael. However, Meir held that Akai people would be available from there. What exactly the difference of opinion here is, what they're arguing about, I'm not sure. But Agra Meir does say that there are enough people from Akkoy available in the main settlement of Eretz Yisrael that they could authenticate it, and therefore the Shliach doesn't have to do so by saying, in front of me it was written, in front of me it was signed. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you,
Thank
Rabbi.
you, Rabbi.
I have a